All right, everyone, let's do a sound check. Just a moment, and I will be back. Looks like we are loud and clear, and maybe too loud and clear, but welcome to everyone. I'm glad to see you all. I'm going to say hello to those in the chat, and then we will get right into it because it's a serious day today. And first of all, I want to thank you all for being here and say God bless you all. And I welcome you all in here. And those diehards who've stuck with this through thick and thin, God bless you all. Welcome in. And if you happen to be in the Lurker crew joining the stream, please come on into the chat. Say hello to everyone. Participate. Enjoy it. This is your channel, whether you like it or not. And that's where we are. That's what we're dealing with. So I'm going to first say hello to everyone who's in here, and then we will be getting into business. All right. So let me say hi to Amy, Court of Public Opinion, Monday, Dirty Diana, Charisma 6174, Nancy Drew 101, Sweet Dude Shibby, Crazy Girl 1203, Deb, J.R. Nana Boomer. Also, 4 Pit Bulls Across America. All right. Also, we got Ninja Warrior Assassin, Asha Harry, Laura Dawson, 61. We got Maria Allman, uh, Siren Cindy, all right. Rebecca Ann, 1965. We've got Tracy Fleetwood, Lord Customs, David Rogers. I'd like to say hello to all of you. Also, Kali Yuga, Pam Sheehan, Possum Friend. We have Mark Ellis, Icy Cat, Miss K from Wisconsin. We've got End of the Line, also K, and we have Abby Sellers, also Oleg Cat. We have in here tonight Nicole Watt, also Don Steele, Debbie Fox, Steve Johnson, Miss Pie Crust, Chris Canusa, also Mrs. P, French 6290, TJ Bits, Heavy Metal Rehab, Goose's Gammy, DNA King, Mino Dino, Bully Graphics, 5130H10, Kate U, artist formerly known, Crawfy, V. All right. Anyone else I'm missing? Birdie81, Kaleida Hope, Judith Galloway, Snarky Ass Angel, It's a New Day. Well, Gretchen Allen, Mandy Gilliand. All right. Am I almost there? Have I caught all of you? If I miss you, just go ahead and drop your name in the chat, and I'd appreciate getting to greet you. I'm glad to have you all here, and you are the most important things about this channel. JJ Falk Jr., welcome. All right, so I'm glad that you are all here. Welcome in here. Listen, it's going to be one of those days. Welcome in, Deanna Burdett. We've got some business to take care of, so I'll be doing that. And I guess I would say make yourself comfortable and get some refreshments, whatever you need to do to sit down and listen to a little lecture for a moment, because you're going to get it. Jesse Lynn, welcome. And anyone else who's coming in, I appreciate having you in here. Okay. Mods, thank you for being here and modding. Just appreciate you all. If you're on the replay, thank you for being on replay, and hit the comment section below. Appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up, like on the way in, the whole 9 yards. Okay, Jamie, welcome in. Thanks for being here. All right, so there's a lot. There's a lot to start us off before we get into the show. Listen, I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. I really don't know where to start. I like to say something. Many of you have been with me from the beginning, and I appreciate that. And listen, this case is intentionally chaotic. Okay, there are bad actors inserted into this case. And let's be honest. You all witnessed me fight for more than a year more than an entire year. You witnessed my fight, my battle with the troll farm. I think that you went from not believing something like a troll farm existed to understanding that not only do they exist, but they had thoroughly infiltrated the case from every angle. They were absolutely causing chaos, destruction, and death in this case. They were part of leaks, lies, misinformation, disinformation, threats, intimidation, and doxing, and you've witnessed it all. And you might have thought, hey, it stops there. It stops there. But no, it doesn't stop there, unfortunately. Oh, if it were just so simple, life would be grand. Because you would have never thought that not only is a case infiltrated on the side of the Richard Allen is guilty. No, it looks like we're looking at a scenario where the opposition is just as strongly controlled. Richard Allen is innocent. And so it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense when you see things that you see. But it's taken a lot to get us here. Okay, it's taken us a lot to get us here and here. There are things that, hey, I might just say a lot tonight. Who knows? That's not the point of the show. We're going to get into these exhibits. But let's take a little look. Let me get comfy here. Please pray for Richard Allen and his family. Erica Morse and the Prof have halted post-conviction investigation that was to be done by Kara for free with the assistance of Rick's funding. The contract says numerous times that all money goes to the investigation. It says numerous times that the money will not go to attorney fees. In fact, the contract looks like it explains that thoroughly to avoid this very thing. Unfortunately, Erica is a con man and decided she likes the Prof because Prof supports her theory that distracted her. While she's supposed to be doing her job, she was focused on the drug ring aspect. She completely ignored step one, confirm Rick's alibi. Those three girls exist. They were never contacted by anyone. So congrats, Erica Morse, for delaying Rick's freedom for years. Oh, hold on, young lady. Just one simple question for you. Did Rick Allen have two attorneys, one named Andrew Baldwin and one named Bradley Rozzi? Just hypothetical question for you, just rhetorical, I guess. There are seriously a handful of people out there who are celebrating this, not because it's the best thing for Rick, because it's the best thing for themselves. Go ahead and post these on your community page, biatch. Whoops, sorry. What I haven't put up is the doxing. I haven't put up the doxing. I'm just skipping over that one because apparently troll farm tactics are greenlit when you don't like what's happening because you can't control it. Piggybacking on an earlier post, appellate work is very different than post-conviction work. Appeals have hard and fast deadlines. We have a very efficient appellate court system here in Indiana, and the judges and justices expect attorneys to monitor their caseloads so they can meet those deadlines. Post-conviction practice occurs at a much slower pace. The investigation portion can start at any time. In fact, in capital cases, it is not unusual to see post-conviction counsel interacting with trial counsel even before a verdict. The work itself is also different. On an appeal, you are reviewing what has been done, conducting research, and doing a lot of writing. In post-conviction, you are really starting over from the beginning and looking to see what was done and what wasn't done in terms of investigation. Is there new evidence that would have made a difference? That process takes time. A lot of it. But you aren't really on a clock. Indiana gives defendants time to develop their cases. Nevertheless, the defendant is serving time in prison, so there's always a push to move quickly. During the time after the Delphi verdicts, I believed there was interest by the Allen family in beginning post-conviction process while the appeal was being litigated. Nearly a month ago, we attempted to start the process by sending a pro bono representation draft agreement to the Allen family through Kathy's attorney. To date, we have not been told about specific concerns about the agreement. Hold on. See, therein lies a problem. I believe the term was, no, it's a perfect agreement. Normally, all of this is done privately between parties, but nothing about this case is normal. Well, I'll give you that one. Instead, it appears the draft was shared with others. Oh, yeah, many others. Let's be clear about that, too. I don't know when, by whom, or to whom, but I do know that some publicly claimed we were attempting to steal the appeal, to get our hands on the fundraiser money, and to sell the rights to this story for a book deal. Not me. Not me. Before you go blaming this guy, it was not me who used those phrases. None of that is true. But I couldn't say anything because these discussions are usually conducted confidentially between parties. I just wanted to help for free because I believed an injustice has been done. But I can't afford on my own to pay for experts out of pocket. And there is investigation that needs to be done now before the evidence disappears. Yesterday, the draft agreement was shared publicly. I can only assume, it wasn't a draft. It had signatures. It was the agreement. I can only assume that this was done with permission. No, it wasn't. I can only assume that the message was clear that my help is not desired. Well, I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure it's all messy. I will continue to follow this case and pray for a just outcome. I wish the Allens the best of luck in their future endeavors. So, you see, there are the known knowns, there are the known unknowns, and there are the unknown unknowns, which always come back to bite you in the ass, everybody. Now, the most insulting part of all of this is for anyone to think that both Kathy and Richard Allen don't have minds of their own and are infantile little children, slow learners who need to be told what to do because they don't know what's best for them. You see, I'm not like that. I'm not patronizing. I'm not snotty. My ego is not inflated. My desire to insert myself into someone's lives or not is not that strong. So a lot of this makes no sense to me. But I think it's pretty interesting that you would try to take one woman's decision and hurt other individuals because you don't like the decision of that one woman. Now, let's be real here, because I've said it before and I think people just don't understand. So I'm going to be explicitly clear. And hey, if this means that I lose some of you as followers or watchers of the channel, I don't mind it. What's wrong with that? I encourage you to go where you hear what you want to hear. I mean, that's the freedom of choice that these wonderful services like social media entertainment gives us, right? I mean, you're not stuck with the 5 channels. Remember growing up, most of you out there, most of you grew up, we had what, the first 5 channels or something? And if you didn't see what you wanted on those 5 channels when you clicked them and you got the antenna just right, then you just had to cope with it. And then more channels came. And then cable came. And then we had hundreds of channels. And now we have social media where we have thousands of options. Okay, so I don't need you here if you don't want to be. I want you to be here, though, because I truly appreciate having you. And more than anything, I appreciate the community. That's why I'm here. But let me be clear. I am not here for Richard Allen. I am only here for Abby and Libby. Period. Now, if the truth about the Delphi murders frees Richard Allen, then I'm happy with that. I'm all about it. If the truth about the Delphi murders damns Richard Allen, then I'm all about it. Okay, because not one of you out there know the truth about the Delphi murders, neither do I. So, complicated, isn't it? Because the thing that I noticed is that it's both sides who have extreme feelings about Richard Allen that are causing the problems. Now, wow, that's a lot, Prof. You're mean. No, I'm not mean. I'm not mean because here's the thing that I say to everyone I talk on the phone with. I say, listen, you know why I stand up for Richard Allen at this point and why I call out the corruption in Indiana? Because it's obvious. It's part of the truth. You see, the truth about this, they did railroad the man. There was not enough evidence, and there was a mountain of reasonable doubt. The judge was unhinged. She did the wrong things consistently. The prosecutor and law enforcement consistently did the wrong things. Richard Allen also did the wrong things. See? A lot of people have done the wrong things. Andrew Baldwin and Brad Rossi did the wrong things. And possibly the investigators, Christine and Erica, may have done the wrong things. Let's remember, they weren't paid after a certain point because Jason Jensen got fired. Now, you've got Rick Allen is innocent people over there. If that's your priority, see the door. You've got he's a baby killer over there. That's your preference, go over there. See, we got a troll in here I have to deal with. First, I'm going to document your channel. It's interesting that it was created 2 days ago. Okay, so this is what we're going to do with you. Doing some documentation, and then we're going to do some blocking. Melinda Fargo, troll farm. Okay, so we're going to take this cunt, permanently block her. So who are you? Who are you, Melinda Fargo? We'd like to know who you are, because see, you're proving our point. Just like this one, you see, you consistently prove our points. Now, for all of this chaos that you all seem to enjoy, you see, this community is the most unhinged bunch of insane, maniacal idiots I've ever seen in any community, honestly. I've never seen anything as unhinged, straight crazy, and chaotic as this community. It's full of idiots. Now, they are going to take clips, and they're going to do the same thing. Check my list. Oh, woman hater. Yes. Check my list. Doesn't care about Richard Allen. Check. Don't care. Don't care. What you have here is you have an intentionally chaotic environment caused by the controllers of this entire deal. And if you haven't realized that yet, get out. Get out. The thing is, this entire community is a shit show intentionally. Have you figured that out yet? I encourage you to realize it. This is no accident, okay? And it's like this. If me putting the truth up on the screen hurts you so much, maybe you should ask yourself, what do you really care about? It's pretty much what I've consistently done since day one. I take it, I learn to understand it, and then I present it to you, put it on the screen, put it on a community page, wherever. And they say gaslight. Oh, what does that term mean? Gaslight. Gaslight, gaslight. Well, when you see the truth and you want to argue about it, so it's interesting because this show is called Delphi, the Trial Exhibits #1. So let's let's get into it because let's talk about putting the truth up on the screen and letting it speak to us. Okay. Look at it. Now, for 7 years, they kept this from you. Does this look like they're having a wonderful time on the way to the trails? Does it look like they're singing a song? Matter of fact, are they wearing, especially this one, what she's supposed to be wearing? Matter of fact, this one almost looked like she has a swollen eye. This one almost looks like there's a tear in the eye. Another question. Have you ever seen a photo of these girls not smiling? Additionally, what is this sweater she has on? Allow me to speculate. You know what this picture screams to me? There was a fight before it. I wonder, was there a fight after it? Let me tell you something. Every single aspect of this photo needs to be dissected. I've already started. My friends have already started. The fuck is this? The fuck is this? Oh, let me guess. Because of the notations, February 13th, 2:07 p.m., States Exhibit 226. Oh, this is proof of life at the trails. This is the state's proof of life at the trails, which coincidentally isn't found in reality. It's just pulled off the internet. Hmm. Hey, isn't she wearing different shit than in that previous photo? Hmm. 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 No, but I'm the mean guy ruining the case. I'm the mean guy ruining the case. Ah, finally, the Gryffindor case. Hmm. Hmm. Is this a rose gold iPhone? Notice this phone is this case is broken down in the lower right hand corner while you're looking at it. And notice when you were shown this, sorry, it's going to take a sec. if it even works. Forget it. Rose gold. Let's be clear. There are layers to this you and I know. You see, I started thinking, and I called a friend and I said, think about this. Two girls, little girls, 13 and 14 years old. With at least one phone, most likely two, let's be honest here. They go out on a nice day for an outing. Are you trying to tell me in an entire afternoon on an outing, this is what we end up with? One, two, three? There's no way. There's no way. Three photographs? I mean, you guys have kids and nieces and nephews. Are you trying to tell me two little girls out on a day outing and we've got three photographs? And my friend says, Prof, it's either faked or they're not happy. Because I said, why else would you only take three photographs? There's more. Just a moment. Trying to get it here. Come on, Prof. Mm. I'm truly handicapped with getting this next one up. Just a moment. What's the file name again? Okay.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
Sweatpants moment. Sweatpants moment. By the way, that's the sweatpants moment. I'm sure you all remember my audio explorations of that and the visual. Remember, the sweatpants are on the girl. Remember, there's another female whispering. Remember, there's a vehicle that approaches. Mm. Now, the thing is, today I did a little something. I searched out all the references of the sweatpants that I could find. Do you guys realize that, yeah, everything was all about the sweatpants, even the BOL, the be on the lookout sweatpants. The shadow shows what? Sweatpants. Where are the sweatpants? Collide of Hope. Thank you. Sweatpants. And when I was looking for the sweatpants, you know what else popped up in my search? Right. Attached to some of those screenshots, it said, and I gave them both sweaters. And I'm trying to understand it. Trying to understand, how did you give them both sweaters if she's wearing a sweater? Why is Abby found in jeans? Libby had on sweatpants. All right. Next up. Here we are. It's the document drop. So apparently, out of everyone in the world who requested documents, by that I mean exhibits from the court, I guess I should pull this down to make this statement because I think it's important because I've given it a lot of thought. I've given this a lot of thought. So everyone in the world requests documents from the court. Who gets the documents? You know, I did a little thinking. Oh, odd. This is odd. Tom Webster, Barbara McDonald. Tom Webster, Barbara McDonald. YouTube. Mainstream media. Richard Allen is guilty. Richard Allen is guilty. What are the odds? Almost as if there was an instruction given. Look here. We have to release these documents. So go ahead, fish out, find Tom Webster's and Barbara McDonald's. We'll let them run with it for the first week, and then we'll start giving everyone else's. Okay? That'll give them a week head start on the narrative control. But with that being said, I'd like to thank Court TV and Barbara McDonald for providing us this information and allowing me to use it on the live stream. Fair use, fair use. Barbara McDonald, Court TV. Thank you for allowing me to use it. Fair use. This is for educational purposes, and I am providing commentary along with it. This makes it a unique creation. This is all publicly available and owned documents from the state of Indiana versus Richard Allen, the double homicide of Abigail Williams, Liberty German, fair use. Thank you, Court TV, for allowing me to use this that you were preferentially given. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Now, notice this. Hold on. I got to deal with something. What is this? Okay. Freckle Joy, you are being permanently banned from the channel. I'm done with your shit. Move on. Move on, Freckle Joy. You're not going to do it to me. So find someone else to harass. All right. Image of Abby and Libby entered into evidence in the trial of Richard Allen. Pay attention to this. I thought this was rich. States Exhibit 1. States Exhibit number 1. Now, being States Exhibit number 1, what do you think the purpose of this was? I mean, all of you strategists, I know we got at least one or two lawyers in the chat. States Exhibit 1. This is supposed to prove something for the state and is the very first thing the jury sees. Oh, look, they're alive and well on their way to the trails. This proves our theory. They're alive and well on the way to the trails. I would think. States Exhibit 7. Notice they left out where Richard Allen actually parked, which was right here. You see? Wait, is that it? Yeah. Right here. Whoops. State Exhibit 18. Topography. We don't need to see it. Now here's another fantasy. Okay, because this is different than our court visitors have related to us. All right. This is a little different than reality. It's odd that they would make an inaccurate, for me, it's odd that they would make an inaccurate sketch such as this. Okay, but notice this. Notice how odd this is, okay, for all of you. Some of you have not seen the actual photos, okay? But I want you to notice a few things, okay? I guess I can be nice and blow it up for you, should I? This is going to be rough, but let's try it. Let's see. Is that going to be in my way permanently? Come on, y'all. All right. I can see Gray Hughes having an aneurysm now. This is inaccurate. This is inaccurate. But remember, there's this design over these bodies with sticks, okay? A whole actual tree here, or a tree limb. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of this. And then here, so this is an exhibit from the state. What's the purpose of this? It's inaccurate. Anyway, this disturbs me. I don't really want to go in the crime scene tonight. So, apologize. All right. Very important here. Let me blow it up again. States Exhibit 182. Oh, this will certainly give Gray Hughes an aneurysm. See if I can blow it up one more time. Oh, no, Gordon's comes. Okay, there you go. Now listen, guys. This is going to be easy to understand, okay? I'm going to try to help you. Geez, I wish I could make it bigger without the Gordons popping up. Come on, Gordon. We don't need you. Can we get rid of ad choices? Boom. Can we get rid of ads here? Okay, is that going to do it? Nope. We're stuck with Gordon's messing our swerve up. All right, so I mean, but this is how we're handicapped. Understand, by preferentially handing this to Barbara McDonald, Miss Babs herself, for Court TV, we're stuck with this. We're stuck with this. In other words, doing it the hard way rather than me having the actual files or any of us where we can actually grab it and actually use it. Let me see if I can do this for you because this one's worth it. Let's see. Wait, did that work? I think that worked. Let me try this. This is worth it for the apologize for the tooth pulling experience here and putting you through, but this is going to be worth it because I need to show you this very clearly. Let's see. I know I just saved it. Users. It's the absolute most difficult way we have to do this. Okay. Oh, man. I thought I did it properly. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, boom. All right, now notice about this. I might even be able to blow it up bigger. Notice here the proximity. Okay. My whole point of this, like having to delay by downloading and showing you in a largest scale I could. Look at how close this is. I mean, bottom line. You see what I'm hitting at? Look at how close this is to that bridge where they're last seen. Okay, let's think about this. 3:30 p.m., right? 3:30 p.m., 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, I don't know, maybe even to 6:37, something like that. 3 to 3.5 hours of daylight. Okay. And that's where they are. And then what? I don't know. 12 hours or 12.5 of night. With how many searchers out there? Someone tell me, how many searchers? And I don't just mean stupid ass old ladies from down the street. I mean, how many volunteer firemen? How many law enforcement officers? How many search and rescue? How many family members? How many adult males? How many capable, able-bodied adults searching this small area? Then I don't know what, 6:30 a.m., 7:30, sunrise. No, I'm not going to allow that, Kayla. We've already done I did the timeline. It was later than that, Kayla, when sunset on that day. Please go Google it, and maybe you'll come in with the exact time. But Google sunset in Delphi, Indiana on February 13th, 2017. We'll get the exact time so we don't have to guesstimate. But does it matter, does it? At least 3 hours. Okay? An entire 12 hours plus of night with hundreds of people, or dozens, does it matter? And then sunrise. Sunrise. What? I don't know, 6:37 a.m.? Certainly we can Google that easily. I've done it plenty of times. I just haven't memorized it because there's too much. But say 6:37. Sunrise. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 5 more hours of daylight. 5 more hours of daylight that next morning. And how far are we? Okay, it's not, but tell Google, let's tell us in Eastern time zone. Eastern time zone. How about Eastern time zone? Does that mean 6:16 Eastern? Sunset? Okay, how about sunrise? Okay, 6:16 sunset. So we had from 3:16, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 3 hours of daylight. Okay, then we got sunset. And we got all overnight. And then we got, I don't know, I'm guessing 7:30 a.m. sunrise. It's important to be accurate, but we got sunrise. So let's guesstimate 7:30. Like I said, or if 7:15 or whatever, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. So I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours of daylight. So what's 4 plus 3? 7. So let's say 7 hours, 8 hours of daylight, plus the 12 hours plus of night. And this is where they are. This is where they are. You see? You get my point here? Like, pay attention to this. Let me put it this way. Check for the size of the trees. If you want to know the scale of this, what I tell people is look at the trees. Okay, look at the trees. You can see what one tree looks like. And that shows you, and notice, by the way, for all of the really thick individuals who are deniers, look at the trees, how there's zero foliage, by the way. Look at the trees. Zero foliage, right? Can you see that? Zero foliage on these trees. So you've got zero foliage on the trees. Look at how many trees. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, between that bridge and the creek might be 6, 7 trees with zero foliage. Hey, thank you, Iva Apophis, with the details. Thank you very much. You must have put in the GPS. You put in the GPS coordinates and got the actual to the minute times. All right, like I said, 3:20, 4, 5, 6. That's 3 hours of daylight on the 13th, and then 7:12 to 12:12, let's say. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 hours of daylight. So 5 plus 3, that's 8 hours of sunlight, 8 hours of daylight. Trees are absolutely barren. Trees are absolutely barren. There's only about 7 trees or 8 between the bodies and the end of the bridge. All right. My point has been made. I apologize for being annoying by trying to push points across. Let's get back to what we were doing. Trying to do a thing here. There we go. Oh, why is that not working? Thought we were sharing a screen here. Let's share the damn screen. It's not working. There we go. Okay, apologize, y'all, for being rude, or if I am. Okay, let's continue. Mm. Oh, yeah, someone make sense of this, okay? We're supposed to be making sense of these exhibits, right? Make this exhibit make sense. Is this supposed to be before the girls are found? In those, what did we say, 5 hours? In those 5 hours before the girls are found, we're supposed to believe that an entire damn water search team, or whatever they want to term them here, water rescue team, is here. And there's 2 helicopters flying overhead. You know, we've seen that footage forever. And we're supposed to believe that all these water rescue guys and the individuals in the helicopters don't see 2 little girls right here somewhere. I'm just asking questions that come to my mind. Okay. Again, keep in mind, okay, all these guys here and all the guys in the helicopters. And these girls are somewhere around here, you know, wherever its spot is. But they're basically, you know, within 50 feet. You just never mind me, though. Never mind me. All right. I mean, but let's take a moment. Hold on. Let me take a moment. Okay, let's do a little zoom in. Sorry to be annoying. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Okay, let me do it this way. I mean, you know, I can't stop with the obsession of what I'm doing at the moment. Let's try it again. Let me do a little journalism here. Just a moment. Trying to take a look at this. Uh, Come on, baby. Struggling over here. The screen share is not the thing that is fun to do. This is why we should all have the exhibits. So I could make an actual slideshow, not do it this way. All right. I mean, that's part of the whole deal with the lack of transparency is it obscures our ability to actually do shit. You see, but notice what I'm getting at is these girls are literally close to this area somewhere. Anyway, we're going to move on. I mean, they're basically, I guess what I'm getting at is they're basically right on top of these girls. Okay. Not only are these guys in the water right on top of these girls who are right here somewhere, you've got two aerial vehicles, right? And allegedly you have a drone. Look at the color. Okay. Here's another thing. Look at the color of this ground cover. It's uniformly one color, is it not? Okay, it's uniformly one color. Look at it. It's uniformly one color. Are you telling me you got two girls, one who's pasty white and one who's clothed? That's not going to stick out like a beacon to you from the air when you're looking at a uniformly brown ground cover. You're not going to be struck by a glowing white body that's nude and a clothed body that's dark, so that white and dark next to each other are not going to stand out among that background of brown. And it's absolutely wide open, wide open. This is no joke. Look, do you see a leaf on a tree? Like, let me ask it for the stupid people. Like, I'll ask it the stupid way. Do you see a single leaf on a single tree? Yeah, sorry for being abrasive. I'm trying not to be mean, but Jesus, dude, we got to start to be real here. Do you see a single leaf on a single tree? I guess they'll say the sticks on the bodies camouflage them. All right. And remember, those helicopters were flying quite a while, and they say, remember the helicopter footage? I mean, I posted it for you. I've posted it for you. The helicopter footage, you look at it, and it's like before the bodies are found, allegedly, right? Although, remember, Dave Erskine said what? They're found at 9 or 10 something? It's a whole other story. Never mind Dave Erskine saying they're found at 9:45 or 10 something. But the helicopter's flying, right? And you don't find those girls till afternoon? Lies, 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 and more lies. It's been lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies with controlled opposition and a troll farm, an entire contingent of creators working exclusively for the cover up, and you deny that reality exists. Okay. All right. Let's continue. I don't want to get hung up on one thing, but I tend to do that. So apologize. All right. Thank you to Court TV. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Court TV. Thanks, Babs. Okay, now there are more exhibits. We're going to skip. This is supposed to prove things to you, right? This is supposed to prove that this Lion Ho, Sarah Carbo, was actually there at that place and time, according to her, because she's the one who identified her own vehicle. Okay. All right. Sorry. Did I say a bad word? I apologize. And this is supposed to show you, okay? All right, this is supposed to be the proof that Richard Allen killed these girls, which is that this lying girl who was combative, right? Who's I'm circling with the mouse right now. She's here driving. Okay. Allegedly, she gets around here and she sees this dude walking who first she says is muddy for a whole long time of years. Muddy guy. She sees a muddy guy, muddy guy, muddy guy, muddy guy. At least 30 times. She says muddy in 2 different interviews. Then years later, she suddenly changes to saying bloody 16 times in a row. Bloody, 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 bloody. Was that 16? Right here. A really bloody guy like he slaughtered a hog after saying muddy for 30 times. It just changes it to bloody for 16. 2 years separated after several interviews. But allegedly, so the state's theory is supposed to be that this guy comes out of the cemetery. Well, question for all the idiots in the back. Question for all the idiots in the back. Where was the, if this guy was bloody that she had to say it 16 times, bloody, 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 bloody guy, like he just slaughtered a hog. Question: why is there no blood in his car? I'd like the smart people to try to help me understand. Um, why is there no blood in his car? Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. And by the way, was he just a Benjamin Mears going right on into the? Was he actually muddy? And was it just Ben Mears going on into his house? Okay, because he doesn't show up on the video. The whole other subject there. Okay, so that's supposed to prove that happened, and this is supposed to prove that is Richard Allen. What are these sketches here? I don't even understand what this is. What are these sketches? What are these pencil markings or pen markings? There's more here. All over. Look, there's here. What are these markings? States Exhibit 221. It's full of markings. You see all the markings? They're here. They're here. They're here. And why the pixelation here? Look at how odd that is. Super pixelated here. Oh, I just don't want to even go. And look at this square. Look how square this is. I mean, everything is so bizarre about this. I can't even. You guys remember the monkey theory, I call it? Oh, wait, I'm not sure. Why didn't you tell me I wasn't sharing the screen? You guys made me look like an idiot. I'm sorry. I need someone to call me. Can I have a friend watch the show? Do I need to hire an assistant to watch the show and tell me when I'm being a moron? Okay. Y'all, I need an assistant immediately. All right, let's get it. Here's what I was showing. Okay, look. Look at this. Let me see if I can do this. Put me here. All right, look, I'm trying to show you. Geez, I'm failing miserably. Okay, failing miserably. I wanted to show you something. I wanted to say, look at this. Look at these markings. See all these markings with pen? Why are these here? Why are these here? Why is this here? Why are these here? What was being done with this particular exhibit with all these markings? See? Does it make sense now? And I'm saying how this is so squared off. States Exhibit 221. Okay. We're doing a survey of the Babs McDonald I'm sorry I failed you on this one. I need an assistant to call me when I do stupid shit. Okay, no. But listen, it's weird. Okay, this is supposed to prove it's Richard Allen, I guess. But let me ask you this. If this is a goatee, why is it so shiny on the chin? So are we supposed to believe this is Richard Allen with the big ass goatee, but this is like a distinct protruding shiny chin? Something doesn't add up there with this part here. Let's do a super zoom. Let's do a super zoom. Oh yeah, the chin, no goatee. See, no goatee, right? Wouldn't that white goatee be reflecting right here where the mouse is? Seems like it to me. I mean, just saying something doesn't just compute for me with this. But let's move on. We're going through these again. And see, they do States Exhibit 221, States Exhibit 226. So now this is supposed to prove the girls are there. Right? So they've proved Richard Allen is there. That's the point of this one. See, Richard Allen is there. This is him. And then they get to this one. And see, the girls are there. This is them. Hey, let's do a super zoom job on this just for kicks. I'm not saying that I'm going to see anything, but we might as well do it for kicks. Still can't get rid of the Gortons. Okay. Ooh. Hey, I have a question for you. You experts, look at these shoes. Actually, look at both images. Tell me there's not a difference. I'm seeing a difference. I'm seeing some differences. Look at this bottom half here. And now look at this bottom half. What are these? Yeah, I'm seeing differences. But yeah, what is this? What is this supposed to be? Okay. States Exhibit 226. Yeah, really compelling. Image of Richard Allen's vehicle. Okay. With an incorrect timestamp, by the way. I have a little curiosity here, just a moment. I don't know. Do you guys see a lot of stickers on this? Are there a lot of stickers? Is this an SUV with a lot of stickers? Or am I just being. I don't know. I don't see stickers, but do I? Do I? Don't I? I don't know. This is kind of a black SUV. It's kind of a truck, isn't it? Is it a truck with a cap? Is it a truck with a what do you call these? You know, these caps? Or is this an SUV? I can't really tell from this angle. But I mean, this is kind of a dark SUV looking truck looking thing. I don't know, but this is supposed to be Richard Allen coming here. Okay. Sorry. I know I get distracted. This is a informal thing for me. I'm not trying to be perfect here. We'll skip through some of these because this is supposed to show him progressing. This is supposed to be Richard Allen. See if we get an actual clearer image. I don't know. Is this supposed to be Richard Allen? Is this Richard Allen? Just a moment, please. Thank you. Yeah, camper shell. Did I say topper or something like that? Topper, camper shell. You guys know what I mean. Okay, the point I'm getting at here. Okay, I'm trying to. I'm sorry that I'm so scattered, but I'm trying to make points. Trust me. So, as a standalone, let me ask you this in this way. As a standalone, what is this supposed to prove? Okay, this proves there's a vehicle here. 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 Are we to say any one of these people in these vehicles could be potentially a murderer because there's bodies found the next day? Is that the theory here that we're that? I mean, is the approach that we're looking at is that their bodies found nearby the next day? That means that any one of these vehicles could be the killer, but because our theory is that it's this guy, we're saying this is definitely his vehicle, so it's definitely the guy in this vehicle on this day, and the next day these bodies are found, so that means it's this guy. I'm not. I'm just not understanding the. Okay. When they do the zoom in, that's supposed to be Richard Allen. And even if it is, like I said, they don't find dead girls till the next day after noon, right? And this is supposed to be right afternoon. And by the way, look at which way he's going, which also doesn't make sense. Have any of you thought about this concept as well? The direction of travel. Okay, so he's supposed to be coming into the scene from this direction? Really? You understand that that's not the way you come into the area unless you're coming from the Wilson Bridge area? You know, just nothing makes sense in this ever. All right. Now I want to get to this and I'll go quickly through it. Yeah, it looks like he's leaving. Just me. Just me. It makes no sense, honestly. It makes no sense at all because, first of all, he says he parks way over there somewhere else, which is nowhere near this area. Okay, the place he says he parks is way over on the other side of the highway. I mean, do any of you understand that? Let's before we do the ballistic or the bullet. Okay, let's. Do you guys realize that where he says he parks is across the highway in a whole other area? You know, I find that to be odd. Where he says he parks, it's like and then okay, then there are the caveats. Okay, so you can say, well, maybe he lied. Okay, maybe he lied where he said he parked and where he said he approached. Because he says what he says is he comes from in Delphi and he takes a right at the split, which was the old Camden Road, and then he ends up at this particular spot, which is across the highway, and then he walks. Okay, so let's say he lied about that. Okay, let's say he lied about that, or he misremembered. Well, if he was parking at Harvest Store, it still doesn't make sense that he would come from this way. Because why would you not take the highway? And if he's leaving at this time. So if he's not coming, but he's going, it still doesn't make sense because he doesn't, if he's leaving, then he doesn't park at the hardware store and he doesn't park where he thinks he parked. Then did he park at Wilson Bridge? If he parks at Wilson Bridge, then when he's leaving, he would pass this way at 1:30 when he thinks he left, 12:30, 1:30. There's like, for me, what's always been most disturbing about this whole concept of where he parks when he passes the camera and which direction he's traveling is this exactly what we're looking at. No, Christina. He says that he drives from in Delphi and he takes the right at the split, which is Old Camden Road, takes a right at the split. He parks and then he goes up a little hill. Okay? Then he says he crosses over the one-lane bridge, which is the one that goes over that little road that you access this area. Then he says he goes over the Blue Bridge. So he doesn't say he parked by the Blue Bridge. He says he parks over by that Veterans Monument or whatever the hell that monument is. I've already shown it on a community page, I think. No, I did it on a live stream, actually. Apologize, Christina. I did it on a live stream where I showed you where I interpret his description of where he parked, which is that he came from in Delphi. He takes a right at the split. He says he parks and he goes up a hill and enters a trail. Well, where that is, there used to be a little building and a little lot and a gravel trail. Now it's a parking lot that's paved and nice. If that's the area. Now, he may have done that many times. He might have misremembered. Maybe he did park somewhere else. Maybe he did park at Wilson Bridge. How the hell should we fucking know? Like, we need to stop putting all these things in our mind or in our minds as facts. We don't know. We don't know where he parked. We don't know what. We don't know shit. Okay? But logic in reverse, I apply to this. It's not the point, Kayla. It's not the point. Yes, you can get to it. It would be stupid to get to it from that way, though. This is my point. I've driven the area. The point I'm making is that it makes zero sense that at this time his car's traveling this direction. I mean, I'll tell you my opinion. Okay, let me back up. Let me show it again. Can you see it? Okay. Oh my. Okay, yeah, let's try to get it going. Actually, let me do this. Can I refresh? Get rid of the Gortons. Can we get rid of the Gortons? Okay. Oh my gosh, please. Oh, please, come on. Did I lose it? Sorry about that. Because I think this is important. This is not easy. Thanks a lot, Judge Gull. Okay, thanks a lot, Judge Gull. Okay, this says 1:27 p.m. Okay, 1:27 p.m. Let's see if we can do it without Gordon's this time. Oh, we got this. Now I can minimize that. Perfect. Oh, I can minimize that. No, you won't let me? Okay. No, there's no choice. Okay, fine. I'll give up. All right. 1:27 p.m. Right? That's better than anything. I guess I'll stick with this. 1:27 p.m. He's passing this way. Okay, the way I interpret this is he's coming from the area of Ron Logan's. Okay. Oh my. Okay. So oh my, come on, the mouse. Well, this is a disaster. Thanks a lot, Judge Gull. I can't even find the mouse now. It's lost in the ethers. Where's the mouse? There it is. Okay, so he's coming from the Ron Logan area this way. He's coming from the Wilson Bridge area, is the way I interpret it. Well, guys, stop arguing about all that. It doesn't matter. Let me remove this because I need to lecture you again. Okay, listen. I honestly think none of this shit matters. Okay? None of this shit matters. This is all alleged. This is evidence, all right? This is evidence. This is called railroading. None of this shit matters and none of it makes sense, is the point. But there's so many caveats because if this was his car, because we don't even know if it's his car, but let's say it was. If it was his car, at 127 coming from that direction, it makes no sense. It makes no sense for his car to be coming from that direction unless he parked at the cemetery. Okay. Now let me explain it the way I would see it if my boots were on the ground. Okay. If my boots were on the ground, I'd say this. If I parked at the cemetery and I was leaving, you'd see me pass it like that. If I parked at Wilson Bridge and I was leaving to go to the highway, you'd see me pass like that. Basically, anyone who's passing like that is going to the highway. Let's put it that way. Okay. Anyone who's passing this direction is going to the highway. Now, if for some fucking reason, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's say they're going through to park. Okay. So the odd thing is if this is someone going to park at the CPS or at anywhere where they're going to get out and walk this trail, then it means they're coming from the back road. So do any of you understand this part? Like I said, forget all the fucking arguing about what was said and all of this. Fuck Dan Doolin, fuck Richard Allen, and fuck this whole theory of the trial. You cannot wipe the slate clean of all that. Start with this. If you're passing that way, you're either A, going to park to walk the trail, or B, you're leaving to go to the highway. Got it? Only two options. Okay, so if you're leaving to go to the highway, then that means you weren't there in the first place. It means you were at the cemetery, or you were at Wilson Bridge, or you were somewhere in these back roads. Right? Second option is if you're coming to park to plant yourself here at this trail and walk over this trail, it means still you're coming from the back roads. So the point I'm making is that any car traveling that direction is coming from the back roads. So either this car is coming from the back roads to arrive, or it's leaving from the back roads. Does that make sense to you? It's a back road direction this car is coming from. Because the highway, for all of you who haven't driven the area, let's be clear here. The highway is to the right. Okay. In other words, this car right here is traveling in the direction of the highway, which is this way. Guess what else is this way? The CPS, the highway, okay, Delphi, everything is this way. So then what's this way, Prof? What's back here? Well, back here are the back roads, the countryside, the back roads, the Wilson Bridge, the cemetery, the Ron Logan, all the back road shit is this way. All the town and city shit is this way. Sorry. Oh, I keep losing the mouse. This way. This way to the right, where this car is headed. It's headed toward the it's headed toward the town or the highway or the old CPS building. So I don't understand why Richard Allen at 127 would be arriving from the back roads to go park over there. That makes no sense. It's actually much shorter if he would just park there at the Mears lot. I mean, if I was coming from this back road, I wouldn't go any further than the Mears lot. I would park at the Mears lot and go right on into the trail. Did that make enough sense to you without being confusing? I guess my point is that what I just said. If you're coming from the back roads going this direction, you're going to the Mears lot. Because then you could park right there and just jump right on the trail. But if you were really all of a nervous type person and crazy and like worried about getting like in trouble with the Mears by parking in their little pull off, then you might go park at the CPS building, I guess. You certainly wouldn't take all the trouble of going all the way around to where he said he parked. That's what I mean. Nothing makes sense. Okay? Can we get over it? So that whole thing about his car passing that camera, it just makes no sense. But you know what does make sense? Why in the fuck did Betsy Blair continuously come back and forth and back and forth and back and forth? What was she up to? You know, if you really want to ask the questions that haven't been answered, what was Betsy Blair up to? I don't know about you and me. I don't know about you, but me, I wouldn't be coming back and forth to that area. That's a one-time thing. That's way out in the middle of nowhere. You're going out there. It's a one-time thing. You're going to go hit it and quit it. You're not going back and forth, like fucking around, like way out, going way out there for no reason. Yeah, Betsy Blair, look. No, sorry. I'm just saying that one, it doesn't really make sense. Okay. We'll see if I can move on. I don't even know where my damn mouse is anymore. Keep losing the mouse for some reason. Like this stupid fucking app, dude. The fact that I have to do it with the screen share is super annoying. Like, why am I losing the mouse? Come on, mouse. All right. Why is my mouse on my iPad right now? Like, what the dude, I cannot deal. How does the mouse end up on the iPad? Can someone, some Apple, some Mac person tell me why my mouse is suddenly on the iPad? Are we done with the show because my mouse is now stuck on the iPad? Like, who the hell directed it to go over there? Yeah, I know what she says, Frenchie. What she says makes no fucking sense. Listen, any girl in her right mind would just take a squat. You understand what I mean? No, no. She could just squat, okay, in the woods and pee on the leaves. Come on, mouse. What in the fuck is going on with the mouse? Like, seriously handicapping the show right now. This is absolutely infuriating. Fucking stupid Max, dude. All right, back. I'm back. Sorry, what in the world is this stupid electronics, dude? It's I blame Babs and Judge Gull. Okay, I blame Babs and Judge Gull for this. All right, let's move on with it. Apologize. Let me get back to the screen share before you guys laugh at me again. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have technical difficulties. I'm not the best. I'm just trying to do this for you. Okay, I'm not the best at the technology. I try to do my best. So let's move on. Now, you guys Okay, check, check. Check, check. Apologize. Wow. What in the world just happened? Boy, I tell you, this has been amazing. It totally kicked me out, totally crashed my Wi Fi, totally crashed my camera, totally crashed my audio, totally crashed my computer. I had to step one at a time and go through every single process and restart every single device and reconnect. So thank you all so much for waiting. I guess I'll have to cut this out on the replay, which means we'll lose all the live chat. I really did not intend to have technical difficulties, so I truly do apologize for that. I've also lost the entire slideshow. So I've got no more slideshow. I'll have to go and restart the whole screen share. I'm so sorry about that. And I just wish there was something I could do to not ever have an issue. But I'm glad we're back. And thanks everyone for sticking around. So that worked out. At least we're back. So thank you everyone who stuck around. And geez, I'm glad you had faith, because I was freaking out. My Wi-Fi has never crashed. And the funniest thing is that the Wi-Fi on the iPad here was just perfect. It was the Wi-Fi on the other devices. Anyway, we're back. So, first of all, thank you to Mark Ellis. Okay, thank you, Mark Ellis. I really appreciate the support. That's amazing, and I truly appreciate that. Thanks for standing up for me, and everyone else who's here. Thanks for standing up. Okay, I apologize for that delay. I'm going to try to see if I can get this rolling again. And thank you also, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Rebecca Ann. Thank you, Rebecca. The smiling face. Look at you. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay. So nice of Rebecca and Mark to support us. Okay. And what's up, Digital? Hey, Heather came in. What's up, Heather? Where you been? Okay, Heather here. It's a God thing. I wasn't saying choice words. I was freaking out like I was going to lose the stream, and I didn't want to end it prematurely. Okay. Dino and Hebby came in. What's up, nobody, nothing? Damn, everyone came in when I left. What is that I have to do? I have to leave to cause you all to come in. What's up, Tracy Ayers? What's up, 5 Green Acres? What's up, Untamable, Jojo? Damn, all kind of people came in. Lauren Naran, thank you everyone who came in when I was experiencing a crisis. Appreciate that. What's up, Ricardo 2? Just James came in. Damn, y'all. ACV came in. Where you guys been? You come in when I have problems. Thank you for holding down the fort. All right. Topher came in. What's up, Topher? Yeah, my shit crashed. It was so amazing. Okay, so let's see if we can do this again. Okay, yeah, I'm glad. I see where we are, because I was about to do something that I don't really like. Listen, I told you I'm going to be fair. I'm going to always be fair with everyone, and hopefully we don't crash again here. Okay, thought it was Barbara McDonald, honestly. All right, so listen. There's good news and bad news with these exhibits. And I'm telling you right now, this is not something any of you are going to want to hear. Sorry about this. Jesus. Okay. All right, see this bullet here? Thank you very much, Plain Iron. Thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, this bullet here, here's a bad news. Okay, this is where I told you I'm not in this. Richard Allen is guilty. I'm not in this. Richard Allen is innocent. I'm in this for Abby and Libby to be completely truthful with all of you at all times to the best of my abilities. And whatever it means, let the chips fall where they may, is my approach. But here's the odd thing, you have my word on it that when you look at this bullet right here, okay, this one right here, and you look at this bullet right here, okay, the truth of the matter is this is an identical, exact match for the bullet in Richard Allen's keepsake chest. Okay? Now, people will lie to you. People will gaslight you. They'll say, oh, no, but his gun was full of blazers. Yes. His gun and magazine was full of blazers. But his keepsake chest contained one item that I will comment on, okay, further, because I'm showing it to you now. Okay, so this, what you're seeing here, to the eye, to the bare eye, in all ways, is an identical, exact dead ringer match for the round found in his keepsake chest. Now, the funny thing, if I'm ever going to give a caveat, okay, my caveat to that being the one in his keepsake chest looks nearly untouched. It looks pristine, brand new. Now I know no one's seen that stuff. Take my word for it. For now. So I started to think about a bunch of stuff. Like, let's think about killers. What's the number one thing about killers? They don't want to be caught. You understand? Question. What killer wants to be caught? Look at Richard Allen. Do you think he would want to be caught? So I started thinking about it. Why would he keep that gun? Major red flag. Why would he keep his gun? If he knew he used that gun out at that scene, A, why would he keep the unspent round in the keepsake chest? And why would he keep the weapon itself? And there's more. There's more. Because when you cross-reference that with some of the statements he made about wanting to kill the entire world, about shooting the girls and being sorry he did that, about starting World War III. Hey, question for you out there. Have any of you ever experienced a psychotic breakdown? Or I don't know, took some acid? Because I'm saying this, you have to use some sort of perception in reverse. Look at it. He kept the gun, he kept the car. All right. The round in the keepsake box is pristine. The car was clean as you could imagine. Why? And not just why, but how? How does the car, when he's muddy and bloody 16 times, bloody, 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 and bloody. How does that blood, like he just slaughtered a hog, not leave a single drop that's detectable in his vehicle? I just don't know. But there's aspects of this ballistic stuff that's weird. But let me continue because we need to talk about this. All right. We do need to talk about it since this is evidence of his guilt. This is what is being presented as, okay? And there's all this bullshittery, okay? We're not going to go through the laborious, listen, this is not worth your time. This is the most elementary, disrespectful, uh, you know, I don't know, sixth grade version of all of this. Okay. I'm just showing it to you. You see where it is. Court TV, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Court TV for allowing me to use this page for this particular presentation of fair use. Babs McDonald received preferential treatment in being one of the first human beings to be given and handed all this information. And so for that reason, I want to thank Babs McDonald and Court TV for allowing us to use this information for fair use purposes. Copyright strike me and I'll sue you. Okay, here we go. So this is all supposed to prove stuff, right? None of this, keep in mind, none of this whatsoever is delineated with what this is, okay? No one's saying this is Richard Allen's round and this is the one at the crime scene and this is all just like ambiguous shit, trying to show you shit. This could be just stock photos, okay? We don't know what it is because obviously we've got no explanation. And it continues ad nauseum. Okay, you're going to see that. It continues ad nauseum. You don't know what you're looking at. Then there's all this fucking PowerPoint that as it's just words. Okay, it's fancy words. Level 2, level 2, level 3, level 1, level 2, level 3, submission, Winchester, Glock. What are we talking about? A Glock? We have nothing to do with a Glock. Why are we talking about a Glock? You know, blah 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 bleep 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 blah 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 beep beep beep. Just 0 cents, right? 0 cents. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Look here, we're talking about a Smith and Wesson. Blah 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 blah. Look at here. We got all of a sudden we got other guns. We're alleging. I guess we are to assume that these were found in the fucking creek. I don't know. What else do you see? Water contaminated, unidentified firearms. Are you saying these were found in the creek or something? I don't know. Like that's an old shooter. Like that's got to be 70 years old in that creek. Look at it's already eaten off all the iron. Okay. And look at this one's at least got to be 40 years old. Look at how long it's been in that creek. It's already deteriorated. This one, I don't know. It's just mostly the plastic, but look how deteriorated. That's been in there a while. This one's been in there years. All of this one's almost turned to nothing. Potential pieces of a firearm. This is all a bunch of nothing. Okay. I assume we are to assume that these were found in the creek. Then there's a whole bunch more of nothing. But all of a sudden, oh look, Blazer, Smith and Wesson. Okay. As you can see, 2 totally different cartridges, 2 totally different magazines. Whole bunch of nothing. Whole bunch of nothing. Then we start to get these. And my comment on this, you're going to see shortly. This is why I'm not going to discuss it. It does not deserve discussion at this time. Anyone who's discussing this with you, it's probably time to tell them it's time to stop talking about this. Okay, so let me put it this way. I want to get bigger on the screen so I can be more annoying to you. All right. Maybe not that big. Let's do it this way. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to stop talking about this. It's time to stop talking about this. You see what I'm pointing at? Because anybody trying to interpret and trying to do presentations on this is really wasting time. Okay, look at this. You see? You see there's photos of what are supposed to be, I guess, matches. Okay? Now, I ask you, let me do this rhetorically in the chat. What is missing? Okay, so you've got a lot of photos with circles. What is missing? You see, then there's much more like pedantic bullshittery in the attempt to teach the jury. Thank you, Kaleidohope. Thank you, Kaleidohope. You're the most amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Montana Gal. You're amazing. Thank you, Lisa. You're amazing. All you are amazing. They're coming in with actual thoughts. You see, what's missing from here? Well, I'll just make it easy for you because I just want to get through all this. Okay, they're showing you all this shit. Blah 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 blah. They're supposed to allege this is a match. For me, this is the most incredible photo of them all. Okay, let me show you this so I can really be annoying. Look at this. Okay, they're showing. I'm assuming that they're showing you this right here to try to prove it's a match. You see what we're looking at here? This is supposed to be a match. This doesn't even match. Look at it. Look at it very closely. I mean, if we're supposed to be trying to look at matches, look at this one. This is supposed to be a match. You see, there's zero match here, but I guess because there's this one line next to this other line, like these two things almost being similar. Okay, we'll get rid of that. PowerPoint presentation of the bullet evidence of Richard Allen. Yeah. That's supposed to be the match. That's supposed to be a firing, whatever, extractor or whatever. You know, supposed to be informational. We got abstracts and hyperlinks. What is the jury going to do with that? What is the jury going to do with this right here? Is the jury supposed to click while they're sitting there in the courtroom? They're going to click on this. Okay. Now listen. Okay, then we get to this. So let's do this. Remove it and talk. All right, so what's my point? Well, Prof, you've been annoying the whole time, but here's a basic point. Zero testimony, right? Zero transcript of the words coming out of this expert's mouth that is supposed to substantiate and combined with those photographs and slides to try to make some kind of assertions. So my whole deal is, would it kill you to release some transcripts? What's up, Nancy Drew? Yeah. Remember the jury said the bullet didn't sway anyone. What the heck? Yeah. But I guess what I'm getting at is Before we discuss any of those alleged matches in the photos, seems like what we should have is some sort of testimony to accompany it, to go side by side and say this particular image shows this particular match for these particular reasons, and it was done in this particular way, and there are this many percentages of of probabilities that they would and would not match, and all of this scientifically sciencism type of words. But just nothing, nothing. And trust me, I've already seen it. People all over the internet are are doing exactly that. They're looking at these pictures and saying, "It matches. It doesn't. It matches. It doesn't." Listen, is a bullet planted? Is the one at the crime scene planted? Is the one in his house planted? Are both planted? Are neither planted? Do they match? Do they not? I mean, it just doesn't, it just doesn't, like, it's not convincing. There's nothing compelling. How do you prove it was not planted? Either at the scene or in his house. How do you prove it? How do you prove they match? Anyway, I just thought it was like I said when I was mocking yesterday. I said evidence because I don't see how this is considered evidence. I don't see how this is allowed to be. You know, one thing this whole thing has taught me is that this entire court system in the United States is an absolute fucking joke. I mean, and let's be honest here. If what the United States has is the best in the entire world is an absolute joke. Let's be honest here. Listen, law enforcement officers, lawyers, judges, cops, all of you, parents, children, anyone out here hearing my voice, you've got to understand one thing. This entire fucking court system in this entire fucking world is an absolute fucking joke. And hey, listen, I'm glad that killers are put away. Let's be honest here. I'm absolutely glad that killers are put away. But let's be honest here. This is a complete fucking joke. How do you prove it? And what bothers me is we're killing people. Not only are we taking their lives away, we're literally killing people. And I believe in the death penalty. That's the funny thing. I believe in the death penalty as a prohibitive measure. But it's almost impossible to do so when you're looking at something like this, staring it in the face. When you're staring this in the face and you're saying, there's absolutely no way to prove this. And if this flies as evidence, we're in a world of trouble here in this country, in this world. We're in a world of trouble. And it's my opinion. Evidence. All right, let's continue. Because right now we're going to get into something that's unacceptable, which is troll farm. Okay, just a moment. Let me see if I can manage get this going again, and it's too small. Hmm, I'm not so happy with how small that is. Just a moment. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Can I make it bigger? That's what she said. All right, let's see. We're gonna what the hell with the ads? Come on, dude. I just don't need it. All right, let's see. Okay, Google searches. Everyone okay with the understanding of we're going to be talking about how the troll farm lied about the Google searches, and that particularly goes to this goes to Mark Robert Cohen, liar extraordinary. I'm sorry, extraordinaire. Okay. Uh, let's talk about all the lies about these Google searches. Okay, so the quotes were from these troll farm. When you see, wait, okay, let me move. Yeah, wait till you see those Google searches. Wait till you see those Google searches. It's going to be absolutely convincing that he's a fucking killer. Wait till you see those fucking Google searches that I've seen that nobody else has seen. All right, let's see the Google searches. Let's talk about them. I'll read them to you. If any of you are visually impaired, don't worry about reading the screen. I'll read it for you. All right, so check this out, please. Okay, this is Rick's phone. Or it's Rick's Google account, allegedly, which I'm sure Kathy also used. They probably both used it. So here's the ultimately absolutely incriminating indicative of proof of a murderer Google searches. Okay, you guys listening? Here, I'm coming. Get ready. Again, from October 2022. Keep in mind now, this is not 2017. This is not 2017. No, this is all the way in 2022. Yes, 5 years after Abby and Libby were killed. Well, Rick and Kathy happened to search for Delphi, Indiana. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Delphi murders. Oh my God. Boy, if that's the case, how many times have I searched that? I think I searched that at least 10, I don't know, maybe 5 times a day. 5 to 10 times a day, I have to search something / Delphi murders. Okay, here's some more. 65 plus best kidnapping and hostage movies ever made creepy in October of 2022. Hey, what else is in October? I don't know. Creepy movie month because it's Halloween month. Okay. Searched for a movie about a man being held against his will. Oh, wow. That's really relevant to Delphi. We got another one. Search for a man held hostage by a teen. Oh, okay. Search for Stalker 2012. What is that, a movie? Is that a movie? Search for Killing of a Sacred Deer. Is that also a movie? Search for Carroll County Scanner and it's September of 2022. Oh my God. Oh my God. How dare anyone search for Carroll County Scanner in September of 2022? How many people do you think on September 6th of 2022 actually searched for Carroll County Scanner? I would bet, I don't know, probably like a large number of searchers of Google probably did search for Carroll County Scanner, especially those who lived in or near Carroll County. Visited Delphi Community High School Varsity Football Max Preps website. Search for Delphi football. Visited the schedule for the Delphi Community Oracles. Oh my God. I mean, is he interested in the local sports? What a killer. This is unbelievable. This is earth shattering. Absolutely proves guilt. Search for Delphi football. What a pervert. What a pervert. Search for Delphi, Indiana news. Killer. Oh, August. Search for Delphi, Indiana news. Killer. August. Search for Delphi, Indiana news again. Killer. Oh, every minute for a whole 5 minutes he searched for news. Oh, killer, 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 killer. Oh, looks like we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 searches for Delphi murders update on August 4th of 2022. Oh, like none of us have ever done that. Oh my God. Oh, what are we gonna do? Delphi murders update in August of 2022. What a psycho. What else we got here? Search for Delphi, Delphi. Oh, view Delphi. Oh gosh. It's only a town nearby. It was search for most, okay, June of 2022. Search for most effed up thing to watch on Netflix right now. Oh my gosh. Search for deeply disturbing and terrifying movies on Netflix. Search for Texas elementary school shooting suspect. Search for Texas elementary school shooting. Oh my God, what a killer. Oh, well, we got some more here. June 17th, search for Delphi, Indiana news. Absolutely proves he killed Abby and Libby. There's zero doubt. Zero doubt. We got some more. Search for Delphi, Indiana news some more. Search for WRTV. Oh my gosh. May of 2022. What was he thinking? 5 years after the murders, he's still searching for Delphi, Indiana news. WRTV. Oh my God, what a freak. Delphi murders. WRTV. City of Delphi news. Oh my gosh. Most disturbing movie ever. Most horrifying movie I can watch. Most horrifying thing I can watch. Darkest shit on Netflix. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, you know the funny thing? I heard a little rumor because I listen to the rumors at times, especially those people who talk to Kathy. They said, yeah, Prof. Kathy said they were searching for a scary movie together. Okay. All right. So let's continue. What else we got? We got a screen share. Let's hit the screen share button, Prof. All right. Let's continue because we're almost done with the horrifying Google searches that will absolutely prove he's a murderer. Wait until you see those goddamn. Wait until you see those fucking Google searches, man. That's how he said it, right? Uh, oh look, oh look, someone who's diagnosed with clinical depression. Should I die now? Should I die now? Should I die now? Yeah, I would say that someone contemplating suicide. By the way, for all the idiots in the back, which was also the reason the cops were called, it wasn't because he was beating his wife. It was because he was thinking of unaliving himself. Just in case anyone got it twisted and believed the troll farm. Yeah, he was thinking about unaliving himself, and the cops were called. It's not because he beat or terrorized his wife. Let's continue. All right. Where are we? Oh gosh. Um. There's about 100 more searches for Delphi, Indiana news, which I don't think mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, okay, you'll see here, I don't know, about 10 more searches for Delphi, Indiana news in Delphi. Now, keep in mind, I'm pretty sure this is the entire content of his Google account. Keep that in mind, please, for 2022. Delphi, searches Carroll County Comet, searches uh, Carroll County Scanner, visited Delphi murders, uh, visited Applied Ballistics Lafayette's premier shooting range. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's going to go to a shooting range. Search for shooting range near me. Viewed Wildcat Valley Rifle and Pistol Club. Shooting ranges near me. Sounds like he was probably interested in going to a shooting range. I'm assuming, just being an assumer. Search for Carroll County Courthouse in 2021. Oh my gosh. Visited changes coming to Monon High Bridge in Delphi. 1.2 million to restore Monon High Bridge Trail. Nothing further to report at this time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nothing further than what I've just read to you. Do you understand that? Nothing, not anything further than what I've just read to you, according to Detective Vito. And this is the Google search history of Richard Allen. How's that? How's that for you? Is that convincing that he killed Abby and Libby? Let me see. I would say that probably 1,000 times more convincing is, I don't know, Keegan Klein's Google searches and whatnot. Hey, it's just me. It's just me. But the troll farm says that proves he's a Delphi murderer. Oh, yeah. And like I said, word on the street is Kathy says those weird horrifying movie searches was when they were literally searching for a horrifying movie to watch together as husband and wife. And hey, let's see, $1.2 million. So let's start to think about this too. Since Richard Allen brought it up in a Google search, how about this? $1.2 million. Question for you. How much was that Abbey and Libby Park valued at when it was given to the Patties? I'm saying, how much are they making every single year for that ballpark? How much has gone into this community? How much has gone into this community in totality since these murders? And hey, let's be honest here. I know you're not going to like this because some of you idiots are bikers and you support all this shit, but let's talk about this. Didn't they have a fundraiser ride this year? A biker fundraiser ride again this year for, I don't know what, the 8th year in a row? Eighth year in a row. Biker fundraiser ride at $30 or so a head. Thousands of bikers. But sure. Yeah, us YouTubers are the problem. Us YouTubers are the problem. YouTubers are the problem. I don't know, by getting a couple super chats for all the death threats we endure and the doxing of our entire families and the whole fucking talking about the murder of my brother as if it's entertainment. Sure, yeah. Sure, we're the problems because we get a couple super chats or cash apps. Sure. It don't go into the millions. You know whose money goes into the millions? One and one only. How about this? I'm not even going to say it. Can you guys put it in the chat, please? Which YouTuber has earned millions of dollars on the Delphi murders? There's only one because the numbers are public. You can go look them up. Millions. Now, you know, to me, it sounds like money laundering because let's be honest here. There's no way that you're making 6 figures a year covering the Delphi murders. Let's be honest here. Okay? Let's be honest here. What's the bare minimum you have to make a month to make 6 figures a year on YouTube? Keep in mind that 30% is taken by YouTube. Let's do some math here. Let's do some math. Let's do some math. Okay, figure out how much a month you have to make minus 30% to end up with 6 figures a year. Or just go Google the statistics or the numbers. Because I'm telling you, I'm telling you this. This right here is 10 times what any YouTuber is making covering Delphi. And then some. So let's not get it twisted. I mean, we'll move on. We'll move on. Get back on point. I got a little sidetracked. All right, I've mentioned this before. I hate to be annoying with all the laughing and the I understand that it's a little, you have to tell people the same shit over and over and over and over. I understand it's repetitive. Apologize. Look at this. For those of you who haven't seen it, I mean, we've already showed this 6 months ago or whatever it was. But take a look at this. And I've said before, let me see if I can shrink myself again. Let's see. Boom. Okay. I've said before. You see, I've been around kids a lot. And if you look at this, tell me what grade handwriting this is, okay? Trial exhibit showing a message written on a request form for Richard Allen. Tell me this. What grade handwriting is this? I am ready to officially confess killing Abby and Libby. I hope I get the opportunity to tell the families I'm sorry as a second sideways thought. That's it. That's it. You're my wife. You're my wife. Thank you too. You too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, I just learned 4 more wives. There we go. So we got Montana, Nobody Nothing, Unleashed Rainbow, and I don't know, whoever else understood that we're talking about third grade handwriting. Third, fourth grade handwriting at the maybe even second, third. No, I don't. You're right about that, Rebecca. Yeah. J Ray says 8th grade boy. Well, yeah, also true. Yeah, no, look. Okay, no, Heather, sorry, got to remove you. I got to remove you. No, seriously. Seriously. Okay? This is supposed to be, I got the damn ad again. Sorry. There we go. This is supposed to be a true confession written down, not under duress, in March of 2023, in March. Remember, before he's at the depths, keep this in mind too. Like I said, this is before he's at the depths of his psychosis, which happens in April and May. So this is in March, a month before the depths of the depression. This is on the involution towards the depression. Towards the psychosis. So before he's even all the way in, he's already writing like a third grader. And like I said, it's almost as if he wrote, I am ready to officially confess killing Abby and Libby. And then someone tells him, no, that's not good enough. Tell him you want to apologize to the family. So then he takes the paper back from them. They hand him the form. He takes it back from the officer. And then he writes, oh, yeah, I hope I get the opportunity to tell the families I'm sorry. That's how I interpret this. And like I said, I was only a teacher for 20 years. I only know what I'm looking at when I look at paper like this. Just like the phone calls, I believe this was created with someone standing over his shoulder. And keep in mind, I just want you to think about this. Whether you understand it or not yet, Richard Allen was the general manager of an entire Walmart at some point. Now, I want you to think about your local Walmart. And think about your local Walmart. Think about the general managers of your local Walmart and any you've ever known. They're not necessarily stupid idiots. You understand? Like most of the general managers, the highest at the local Walmarts around you, they're typical corporate types. They're not fucking idiots. Just saying. All right. What else we got here? I'm trying to get through this because, like, again, this is Babs McDonald's, right? I don't even know what this is supposed to prove, but just take it in. Okay, take it in. This is an exhibit. Okay. Take it in. Oh, look, a truly innocent woman who has nothing to do with anything at all. A true victim in this thing who didn't hurt anybody or anyone ever. Zero possibility. Even if this guy is involved, she's still absolutely truly innocent. But yes, they're even crucifying her. You got this guy. I have a question for you. Okay, since they decided that it was necessary to add these, I don't even know why these are, I have no idea why these are included. But let me ask you this. You notice something? Huh. Let's see. Huh. Huh. Where's the change of appearance? Where's the change of appearance that Doug Carter and all the other fucktards talked about for years? Oh, this guy has changed his appearance since the crimes. Where really? This motherfucker looks exactly identically the same. Sorry. Still got a mustache. Still got a goatee. Still has short fucking hair. Where someone want to tell me where the change of appearance is? I don't know, other than being like maybe a year older and 10 pounds heavier. Where's the dramatic change of appearance? Anybody got some answers for that one? Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Zero change of appearance, right? Okay, some more bullshit. Some more bullshit. Some more bullshit. We got back to the bullet bullshit. We're skipping all that. All right. Let's remove this for a while and talk. Oh, yeah. Cosmo. You're right about that. You're right about that. Maybe I can show that. I don't know if I can or not. I mean, my shit might crash again. I've been having technical difficulties, but can we show this? Yeah, there's this. There's this. No, don't get it twisted. There is this. Just reading through some of the comments. Thank you all for being here and leaving the comments. I just appreciate everyone for being here. Hey, if you happen to be in the lurker crew, join the chat. It's nice in there. I'm only going to chew your head off if you're attacking me for no reason, like a lot of the mean girls and troll farm are doing, because the mean girls and the troll farm are one huge group. They're covering up the murders of Abby and Libby and distracting and causing confusion for everyone. So shove that up your ass, mean girls. Troll farm. Sorry. I'm just looking through these chats. But yeah, I'm just trying to make a point here that thank you, Sweet Dude Shibby, contributing as always to the levity. Sweet Dude Shibby, I think you've had a change of appearance. It's called age. What's up, Jake Brooks? All right. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just looking at your chats. I'm starting to think like I'm ready to just talk to the chat now. Let's hurry up and rush through the rest of this. We're almost done here. Let me pull up the rest of it. We'll get done with it. Like I said, it's a whole bunch of nothing. It's the infuriating part here is that this is your so-called evidence. Remember? This is your so-called evidence. Evidence in a trial for a double homicide. Now, this is the Wom Tebster shit. This is the of course, the guilter would only choose the phone calls with coerced confessions, right? April 3rd. Hey, you guys remember what Monica Wallace said about April 3rd? Because trust me, we're going to do a whole show on that. Remember what Monica Wallace said about April and May, and particularly those early days of April. And just coinkadinkily, April 3rd is when this phone call happens. Isn't that a beauty? Isn't that amazing? Oh, so that's when your confessions happen? You know? Oddly enough, April 3rd, a day when he's at the depths of his psychosis. I just want to apologize. I did it. You did what? No, I did it. What? I killed Abby. I killed Abby and Libby. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You didn't say that. I don't know why. No, you didn't. You're not feeling well. They've messed up your meds or something, correctly stated. What's another one? Next one. Blah, 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 blah. I did it. I did it. What did I say to Dad? She said, he says, I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. I wish I could say I didn't. I don't know. I guess. She says there's something wrong. They're screwing with you. They're trying to get you to say things and mess with your mind. He says, I guess. There's something wrong. I just wish they'd kill me or let me apologize to the families at least. What? There's another one. Okay. Check the date. Also April 3rd. Look up here. Also April 3rd. Did I call you this morning? What? Yes, you did. You did. Oh my God. Did I call dad last night? Honey, oh God. Honey, it's okay. And I've had the worst dream last night. Yeah, because you're doped out of your mind. What's going on? You've got to get me out of here. I know. I know, honey. I haven't touched the water. I haven't touched the water, the coffee. No water. The water, the coffee. Are you guys okay with this? The water. I'm losing my mind, hun. I know. Listen to me. Hun, all I remember is you. I had the most horrible dream. Okay, the next thing I remember is you telling me to hang up. Okay, that's what you told me. She says, that wasn't a dream. It wasn't a dream. What's going on? They've changed your meds or something. I can't. I'm going to have somebody. I don't know if I'm going to trust the lawyers when they get here because I don't know if they're really my lawyers. Somebody is, look, I need to listen to me. Somebody in my family is going to have to prove that to me. They're going to have to talk over the phone or something. See, he's not trusting anybody. Blah, 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 blah. Did I talk to dad last night? Yes, you did. I don't know what you talked about. Okay, but it's not a dream. Okay, I love you. I don't know. I hope I see you again. Okay? Let me take this down because I know this is probably traumatic for all of you. Listen, you guys understanding what I'm saying here? He doesn't even know what is happening. You understand? He doesn't know if he's talked to his dad. He doesn't know that he talked to her earlier that morning. He thinks it was a dream. And in the dream, she told him to hang up. He doesn't know what he's talking now. He doesn't even know if he has attorneys or who they are. And if they come, he's not going to know who they are if to trust them. And like I said, this is April 3rd. This is at the height of his, or the depths, to be more accurate, of his psychosis. Now, let me ask you this, because a lot of assholes are talking shit on the internet. They don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about the doses of the Haldol he's receiving. All right? Do you know this? Not only are they dosing him with Haldol, they're improperly overdosing him with Haldol because no one's asked yet what was his body weight. When they were dosing him with these mega doses of Haldol for someone twice his body weight, what was his body weight at the moment of the dosing? Were they dosing him for the weight he came in with, which was, I don't know, in October or November? Are they dosing him for 50 pounds additional? And are they also giving him a pill in addition to the injection? And are they also piggybacking an extra Prozac? I'm telling you now, I'm not a Richard Allen is innocent person. I'll never be that person because that's not my point of being here. I'm a Justice for Abby and Libby person. But I'm telling you right now, the way he was handled and what has happened and how it was used, anyone who supports that shit, you need to shame them and blame them, cancel them, get out of fucking under their gaslight, because all of these people thinking this is okay and trying to put across to you that this shit is okay, this shit ain't okay. How in the fuck is someone in this condition? How do these confessions even become admittable in court? Anybody got an answer on that? And like I said, when I listened to the recordings that Wam Tebster somehow magically received before everybody else, only the evidence indicative of guilt, it was interesting because to me and to others, it sounds like there's someone in the room with him, standing over him, making him make those phone calls. I'm telling you, we've all got to learn to get on the same page here because there are people working to divide common sense, critical thinkers, and people using logic. And they want to do it to remain in their place or with the status quo. And you guys got to shake that shit off and knock some sense into your own skulls and understand that we're all on the same page here. What happened was fucking wrong. It should never happen. And if you condone torture and abuse of a pretrial detainee and the using of mental crises and mental health catastrophes against someone, something's wrong with you. You don't belong in this country. Look, here's my message to Doug Carter. Go to another country. Because remember, Doug Carter tried to say, if you don't like it, go to another country. No, buddy. You go to another country. Thank you guys for the nice comments. We're almost done. We're almost done. All right, let's continue so we can get through this. All right, what are we dealing with here? Camcorder videos, which oddly enough, we don't have. Oh, yeah, we got the list. Yeah, we got the list. How about the actual fucking footage? I want to see the footage where he's black and blue in the face from beating the shit out of himself by running full speed into the wall and the iron door. Interesting names here, aren't there? Defendants Exhibit CCC. Cleared scene at 02:30. Cleared scene at 02:30. Oh, is that 15 minutes after the blood-curdling horror screams? That's pretty interesting, isn't it? 2/13/2017 at 7:01 p.m. en route at 7:10 p.m. cleared the scene by 2:30 a.m. on the 14th. Trying to bring one more thing back up before we end. Like I said, exactly, Jake Brooks. Exactly. Exactly, Jake. Sorry. Exactly, Jake Brooks. They've allowed all of this. They've allowed it all. This is called a cover up of monstrous proportions. Monstrous proportions. And it all comes back to this. Remember, exhibit number 1. This exhibit will live in infamy. Yeah, and just said Indy Cindy. Yeah. It's a shit show, intentionally created. But like I said, these girls, we should bring this entire case full circle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Full circle. You know what this photo screams to me? Everybody lied. Everybody lied. Look at these girls. Do they look happy to you? Look at Libby. Let's be honest here. Look at Libby. Have you ever seen her look like that? Does she look happy to you? And look at Abby. Does she look happy to you? Elephant in the room. A new elephant in the room. Exhibit number 1. Like I said, this picture screams to me something happened before this. There was a fight. Hey, I wonder if that's why the room is painted. Now, I've asked some of my friends on the telephone, I said, listen, look at these girls. When would you ever take a photo like this? Oh, no, Kimberly. Oh, no. You're wrong, Kimberly. Welcome in, and I'm sorry to tell you, nope. As I said, what are the probabilities that she takes 3 photos? Okay. She takes this one, this one, allegedly, and this one. Three photos? Somebody said a really nice comment in my channel. Well, I think I posted this on the community page. So here, hey, everybody, I posted this on the community page of my small channel, on the backup channel. And someone made a comment that, yeah, this is supposed to be the look on their faces when they meet Bridge Guy. So I think I'm done. I don't know how I could do any better than that. Yeah, good question, Kaleida Hope, you angel. Where's the metadata for this? Not that it matters because you are aware that metadata can be faked, but I'd like to know what they say. We've come full circle. 8 years they kept this from you. Why? Because it had to be a nice day, an unseasonably warm day. We were all so happy. We were singing on the way to the trails, and everyone was so happy. And it was just a beautiful day, and it was a perfect day. And I gave them my sweaters. Right? Anyway, exactly, Nancy Drew. Exactly. Like I said, every single aspect of this photo should be scrutinized. This photo tells a story. Now, what is that story? Anyway, listen, I'd like to thank you all for being here. I say repeatedly because I actually mean it, unlike most fucking people on this platform. I love you guys. I love you guys. And look, I know you're mad. I know you're all mad. A lot of you are mad. A lot of you don't understand what's actually going on. But that's okay. I hope that you gradually become less mad and relax and take care of yourselves and enjoy some you time. And you come back less mad over and over until you're no longer mad. Because, listen, I'm not the one you need to be mad at. Let's be real here. Uh, I didn't hide that photo from you for 8 years. I didn't misrepresent the feelings of that day. Um, I didn't do anything wrong. I still haven't done anything wrong. If I share with you my thoughts and feelings and I try my best to give to you what I can give to you, sorry. I can only do the best that I can do. Maybe you can do better. And perhaps you should do better. Maybe some of the critics can step up to the plate and maybe take over. Don't you understand that I'm tired? And a lot of people are tired. So before you're so quick to criticize and get emotionally entangled, maybe you can try to do more. Anyway, that's not to any of you amazing contributors and awesome people. That's for the critics and for the mean girls and the mad folks on the troll farm and the butthurt family. I'm sorry. Everyone knows there's something not right with this, and it needs to be made right. And as I've said, I'm here for Abby and Libby and the truth about what happened to them, and only the truth. And until then, we'll be fighting for that. But I do love you all, honestly, and I hope that you all figure out a way to lift those chins up and keep moving forward because, wow, we're in for some tough times. It's only going to get worse before it gets better. I hope everyone realizes that it's going to get worse. Trust me, things will come to the surface, and we can't change that. Okay, um, but stick in for the long haul and be ready. Get some intestinal fortitude, some scrotums, or whatever you need to get some inner strength to bear the storm because we're entering a storm and it's only going to get worse. And hopefully, at the end of it, we do know more truth about Abby and Libby because trust me, uh, every drip that drips out is more and more concerning, and it is, and there's zero doubt about that. Like I said, like I started it, everyone's lied. Everybody lied. Remember what Robert Ive said? This should have been solved in days. I think he said the 1960s or 50s. And you know what? I believe it was solved in days. But God bless you all. And hey, I will see you tomorrow. So here's the plan for tomorrow. I got a very special show for tomorrow with a couple guests who you all love. And so you should love the show tomorrow. We'll have a nice time tomorrow night. Um, yeah, yeah. So we'll have a Thursday night show that should be very entertaining or a good time, to say the least, with my buddies, and we'll have them on. And it will break up the redundancy of me as the only talking head on here, and we'll have a couple individuals join me for a very nice time. And so we should have a good show tomorrow. And then after tomorrow is Friday, which is, well, that's my typical Friday show. So that should also be fun. So we got the next 2 nights, some good shows for you. Hopefully you enjoy it. So come on back the next 2 nights. And if you're on the replay, well, I don't know when to tell you, but check out the channel. We always have content every few days. And also, I highly recommend deep dives into the community pages. Lots of you don't want to do it, but trust me, the deep dives might be informative for you. So do the deep dives into the community pages. I highly recommend it. Anyway, I want to shout out everybody on the way out of here because I am tired. And I would love to say goodnight to you all. So special shout out to Sweet Dude Shibby. Bringing the jokes. Boom. Also, Heather Brown, Digital, Kaleida Hope, Amy, Critter Mama, Angel Tiger, Carla Ann, Court of Public Opinion, Noe Amos, Indy Cindy, Miss Pie Crust, Cosmo, Miss K, Crazy Girl 1203, Untamable, Five Green Acres, Who's Her Daddy 11, Lisa, Westy, I Don't Have All Day, Unleash Rainbow, Five Green Acres, Heavy Metal Rehab, True Tammy, J Ray, um, Mandy, Indy Cindy, I might have already said, Chris Canusa, Indiana Nan, True Tammy, Jake Brooks. What up, Jake Brooks? Nobody Nothing 1717, Beasley, Maria Alma, True Tam. I already said True Tammy. Okay, Heather, Heavy Brown. Um, who else we got in here? Miss Teary. What's up, Teary? All right. Montana Gal. Teary's an old school girl. What's up, Teary? Um, Old Mort, New Mort. Silence. What's up, Silence? You're up in here. Good job, Silence. Good job. What's up, Public Opinion? Court of Public Opinion. What's up, sir? Okay, Janine Anderson. What's up, Janine? Okay. Boom. All my fucking favorites are in here tonight. JoJo. What's up, JoJo? Rebecca Ann, 1965. Just favorite after favorite after favorite after Frenchie 6290. Just all the best ones. What's up, y'all? For the Mark Ellis. God, man, thank y'all for being here and sticking it out to the end. Man, we're 3.5 hours in. Takes a little while to get through some of this. But I'm so grateful for your participation in the chat, truly. And if you're on the replay, do leave some comments down below. I appreciate your commentary. And also, by the way, we got the Cash App, the Buy Me a Coffee, all scrolling here for you and also tagged in different places. We've also got merchandising type of little, stuff you can purchase if you want me to get 10% of the purchase. Um, Whatever way you want to support the channel, I truly do appreciate if you support the channel financially or also just with the thumbs up or comments down below or live chats and any way you want to support the channel. Appreciate that. You know the YouTube deal. I don't have to constantly repeat it. Topher. Okay, we also have Is a God Thing. What's up? Is a God Thing. Oleg Cat. What's up, Oleg Cat? Who else is here? Jay is here. What's up, Jay? I appreciate you coming, Jay. I always love messaging. Okay. What's up, Mandy and Kayla? What's up, Kayla? Critter Mama. What's up, Critter Mama? What's up, Jake Brooks? Mino Dino. Hey, there you are. There you are, Mino Dino. What up, Mino Dino? All right. Kimberly Jones or James. Zoe 88. What's up, Zoe 88? What's up, Christina? All right, everyone. I just appreciate you so much. Let me shout out the supporters, okay? Because I've gone down. What's up, Lily Shaw? See, so many of you didn't even see come in. Laura Naran, anyone who's come in, I appreciate you coming in. I might have missed you. But special thanks to the super chatters, Jennifer Hoff, Abby Sellers, Mark Ellis, Rebecca Ann, and Plain Iron with the big old super chats tonight. I so much appreciate you being here. Also, Miss K says, put your DNA on the like button. Prof, appreciate your time and support. All the beautiful people. All you beautiful people you're damn straight. What's up, Elizabeth Jones? Elizabeth Jones from across the ocean. Welcome in, Elizabeth. It's 5:11 a.m. Welcome in. Okay. Appreciate you all for being here. Hey, enjoy the chat. And I wish I could leave it on for you. I'd love for you to continue to chat, but I got to get out of here. Ashley Lauren. What's up, Ashley? Okay. Commentator Root. There he is. Or she. I don't know if you're he or she, but welcome and welcome back. Debbie Packer. What's up, Debbie? Thank you for the nice words. Okay. So boom, boom. All right. We're all out of here. Okay. Commentator, are you a male or female? Let me know. Let me know how to refer to you. I might remember actually. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Thanks so much. You know the deal. I'm kind of tired now. It was nice to see you. Okay. And let me see if Commentator Root lets me know who they are. What's up, Crawfy? Okay. Good to see you. Everyone, Rhonda Holton, good to see you. Amy says, what up? What's up, Amy? Okay. Oh, she says, join a membership. There are memberships for those who want. Hey, Terry, thanks for the super chat. Did I miss your super chat? Thank you for the super chat. I'll see about how I create the link to the exhibits. I have same ones as Court TV. Did you download them all? Geez, I would love to be able to present them without having to do the Court TV struggle like we had tonight. But I'm so glad we recovered the stream because I was getting to the point where I thought the stream was going to crash and be totally done. And I'm so glad that we recovered the stream from the weird ass glitch that happened. But we made it. We made it to the end. So God bless us. And God bless you. Commentator Root Male 66 from Barrington, Michigan. What's up, Commentator? Mr. Commentator Root. Now I got you. Cheers, bro. Commentator Root from Michigan. Okay. Silenced from wherever she's from. Silenced from the silenced world. We need an update from Noe. Hey, Noe has a channel. Noe has a channel. Maybe he'll put a link. Put a link, Noe, to your where Untamable can go watch you. Okay. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That was nice to see everybody. All right. Seeing weird comments, but I don't care. Okay. Yeah, you was getting tired of Gordon's. Yeah, me too. Fuck the ads and fuck Court TV. But I know I do like Vinny Politan. I'll admit. What's up, Vinny? I do like the Vinny. But that's about all I like. But anyway, thank you, Court TV, for allowing me to use your footage, or whatever you want to call that, your page. Maybe next time we'll actually sharing Court TV's website. Okay. So God bless you all. Cheers. I'm out here. I'm out of here. And I'm tired as hell. Vinny is getting better. Yeah, he's funny. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Boom. God bless everybody. God bless Abby Libby. And hide your kids, hide your wife. See you tomorrow and the next day. We'll be back. All right. So I'm out and cheers.